First, the USDA's Justice for All non-discriminatory statement, which simply states that all persons must be treated equally without regard to their race, color, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activity, and that our institution provides an inclusive space for all. For more information on the And Justice for All statement, please visit the USDA's website.
My name is Theo Banks. I'm a nutrition educator at Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Camden County through the Department of Family and Community Health Sciences. Today I'm going to be making some hummus, a healthy dip with some veggies, and I'm also going to be talking about more ways to add more fruits and vegetables to meals and snacks for you and your family. So before we get started, let's talk about some reasons to eat fruits and veggies. Number one, they're full of vitamins and minerals that our body needs on a regular basis, as well as dietary fiber, which can help us with our digestion. Most of them are fat-free or very low in fat, so they can be a great low-calorie way to make really filling meals and snacks. They can also help you prevent certain diseases. They can help you maintain a healthy blood pressure, reduce blood cholesterol levels, and may even lower the risk of heart disease. And then, of course, they taste great and they add some lovely color to meals as well. So how many cups of fruits and vegetables should we aim to eat every day? We should aim to get 5 cups in total, and 2 of those cups should be from fruit, and 3 of those cups should be from veggies. So if we take a look at my plate, you can see that the fruits and the vegetables take up half of the plate. This might be a bigger serving than you're used to, which is an adjustment. We'll talk about some ways that you can help reach that goal today. But as always, we're all about making small changes over time and building healthy habits. It's important to know that all forms count towards your daily servings. So fresh, frozen, canned, dried fruits and vegetables are all beneficial, and they're all going to help us reach that 5-cup goal. Fresh is often best for flavor and nutrition when things are in season. Frozen can be a convenient and affordable option, and it also has good nutrition because produce is frozen very shortly after it's picked. So all of those nutrients are preserved very well in there. Canned also has great nutritional value, and it has a long shelf life when it's left unopened. And then dried is a very convenient option and also has a long shelf life. We also want to try and get a variety of colors of fruits and veggies into our diet. Each color of fruits and vegetables contains different nutrients, and so we want to eat the whole rainbow so that we're getting all of the different nutrients that our bodies need. Alright, so let's talk about our recipe. This isn't a particularly authentic hummus recipe, but it's simple and it uses ingredients that you may already have around your house. So the ingredients for the recipe today is 1 can of chickpeas, otherwise known as garbanzo beans. These have been drained and rinsed. And you can also use other types of beans, actually. White beans work very well for this recipe too. And 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1.5 tablespoons of oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil today. The recipe calls for vegetable oil. You can use whatever you have on hand. And then I saved the liquid from the chickpeas, and we're actually going to use some of that for the recipe. We need 2 tablespoons, maybe a bit more. And for seasonings, I'm using garlic powder and cumin, and then a sprinkle of salt as well. And then the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of tahini. Tahini, if you're not familiar with it, is sesame seed paste. And if you don't have tahini on hand, one thing you can use as a substitute is actually peanut butter. Peanut butter is a paste made from peanuts, the same way that tahini is a paste made from sesame seeds. They're both going to add the same creamy richness to the recipe. So I make this recipe with peanut butter whenever I don't happen to have tahini on hand, and it tastes just as good, honestly. And then to go along with this, I have chopped up a variety of colorful veggies to have as a snack. I've got some green bell peppers, I've got some carrots, I've got some cucumbers, and I've got some celery in there. So let's talk about making the recipe. So first step is to open the canned chickpeas and to drain them but keep the liquid. I already did this, as you can see. I used this strainer that we give out in some of our classes to strain the beans but keep the liquid as well. So I have that there on the side. From here, all we have to do is combine all of our ingredients in the blender. So I'm going to throw my chickpeas in there. 1.5 tablespoons of oil. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. 2 tablespoons of the chickpea water. The reason we're using the water from the canned chickpeas instead of just regular water is it's a little bit thicker and it's going to produce a smoother hummus, but if you forget to hold on to the water, you can just use regular water as well. It works just fine. And then 1 tablespoon of tahini. You can see it even looks just like peanut butter. It's the same creamy, rich product, and it even separates just the way that peanut butter does sometimes. Okay, adding my spices in there. And then we're good to go. So this may not be enough liquid at first to get everything to blend properly. So I'm going to add in more liquid, 1 tablespoon at a time as I go until it reaches the right consistency. Yep, definitely needs more. Let's try that. And sometimes you have to manually mix it as well. I'm going to give this a shot, but it may need a mix with a spoon. Yep. It's getting there though. I'd say that's good enough. If I was making this for myself, I would probably add a little bit more liquid and keep it going for a little while because I like to be extra creamy and well blended. But this looks just good the way that it is. So once it's finished, you can go ahead and either serve it immediately on a plate with some veggies, or you can pack it up, you can refrigerate it, and then you can take it on the go with you later. This is one of those recipes that the longer it sits in the fridge, the tastier it gets as all of the different flavors kind of meld together. So I might pack this up and then pack up some of my veggies to go with it and take them as a snack to take wherever I'm going for the day. Alright, so let's talk now about some suggestions for other ways to add fruits and vegetables to your meals. So, say for breakfast we're having eggs and toast and yogurt. We want to add some vegetables and we want to add some fruit to that meal. So maybe for the eggs you can scramble in some veggies. I would add mushrooms and spinach and probably onions to mine. And then for a serving of fruit, you have the yogurt that you can add some fruit to. I would maybe keep a bag of frozen berry mix in my freezer and thaw out individual portions of it to add in my yogurt. Say for lunch you're having a pasta with a glass of milk. You can add some frozen veggies to the pasta. Things like broccoli or cauliflower or peas would go really well in there. Get a big serving of vegetables in there. Say for dinner you're having some rice and beans and cheese. You can add a bunch of veggies to that. You can add some peppers, some onions, some tomatoes, even some lettuce. Just try and make sure that everything is in proportion. So we want half our plate to be fruits and veggies. So maybe you could turn that rice and beans dish into more of a salad, like a taco salad, and use the lettuce as a base and have the rice be kind of like a topping, like an add-on, rather than the rice being the largest portion on there. So that can be a way to balance out the different food groups and to get a nice balanced plate that has a larger serving of fruits and vegetables on it. And then as snacks throughout the day, you could pack up some veggies with dip, just like this, and you can also pack a whole piece of fruit, maybe a banana or an apple with a side of peanut butter. And if you did all of that, that would be 3 cups of veggies and 2 cups of fruit. So that would be perfect. That would be what you are shooting for. So thank you to everyone who tuned into this cooking demo. I hope you will all try out this recipe at home with your families. And if you have any questions or any things that you would like us to cook, please write them in the comments on any of our videos, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.